Today we're contrasting the Nikon Z6 III, a recent R4 owl attempting to make a name for itself, with the Sony A7 IV, a proven powerhouse in the world of photography. The Sony A7 IV has already made a name for itself as a dependable high-performance camera that often produces amazing results, even if the Nikon Z6 II is being hailed as the newest and greatest. Let's get started and choose which one should be in your camera bag come 2024. At first glance, the design differences between the Nikon Z6 III and the Sony A7 IV are apparent, but not in a way that flatters. The Nikon Z6 III, with its bulky and somewhat outdated build, weighs 760 grams and measures 139 by 100 by 68 mm. While Nikon claims durability with its weather-sealed body, the camera's heavy and cumbersome design can be a burden during long shooting sessions. The fully articulated 3.2-inch screen and high-resolution 5670K electronic viewfinder might sound impressive 4E on paper, but in practice, they don't offer anything groundbreaking. The deep grip intended for comfort often feels more like a necessity due to the camera's excess 4E weight and bulk, which can cause hand fatigue rather than reduce it. In contrast, the Sony A7 IV proves that you don't need to be bulky to be robust. It's slightly lighter at 659 grams and more compact with dimensions of 129 by 97 by 81 mm, making it much easier to handle without sacrificing durability. Though its screen is slightly smaller at 3-inch and the electronic viewfinder offers a resolution of 3690 dots, the A7 IV design emphasizes portability and practicality, which Nikon seems to overlook. Sony's ergonomic excellence shines through with a comfortable grip and a refined button layout that feels natural and intuitive even during extended use. Unlike Nikon, which seems to prioritize size over substance, Sony has mastered the balance of form and function, making the A7 IV far superior for photographers who value a well-thought-out design. When it comes to performance, the Nikon Z6 III seems to be all about numbers, but Sony's A7 IV delivers where it truly counts. The Nikon Z6 III is equipped with a 25-megapixel full-frame stacked CMOS sensor, but despite the impressive specs, the real-world application is less than stellar. The ISO range extending from 100 to 64,000 and expandable to 50 to 24,800 sounds versatile, but in practice, it doesn't translate into superior low-light performance. While Nikon boasts about its 14 FPS continuous shooting speed with a mechanical shutter which can go up to 20 FPS electronically, the real-world utility of this feature is limited by the camera's inconsistent autofocus and overall handling. The Sony A7 IV, on the other hand, offers a higher resolution 33-megapixel full-frame BSI CMOS sensor, providing greater detail and true low-light excellence. Its ISO range may appear similar, but Sony's sensor technology assures that those numbers are backed by real performance. While its continuous shooting speed is slightly lower at 10 FPS, this is more than sufficient for most photographers, and more importantly paired with a reliable autofocus system that features 7 5/9-phase detection points. Sony's advanced real-time tracking and ensure that you capture sharp in-focus images across a wide range of scenarios, making the A7 IV the clear winner in performance. When it comes to features, the Nikon Z6 III might have the edge on paper, but Sony's A7 IV is far more practical and user-friendly. The Nikon Z6 III supports 6K video recording at a resolution of 6048 by 3408, which sounds impressive until you consider the practical implications. The high-resolution video is a nice addition, but it comes at the cost of overheating issues and a cumbersome workflow. The 240 FPS high-speed video is great for slow-motion shots, but again this feature is hampered by the camera's inconsistent performance in other areas. Nikon's dual card slots supporting both CF Express and SD cards might seem like a flexible option, but the overall execution feels less polished and more like a tick checkbox on a features list. Sony's A7 IV, while limited to 4K UHD video at 3840 by 2160 resolution, excels in delivering reliable high-quality footage without the drawbacks seen in the Nikon. The camera's 120 FPS high-speed video is more than adequate for smooth slow-motion sequences, and more importantly, it's paired with Sony's renowned reliability in performance, The built-in wireless connectivity in the A7 IV is seamless and user-friendly, unlike the clunky experience often encountered with Nikon's wireless features. Sony's dual card slots supporting both CF Express Type A and SD cards offer efficient data transfer and storage options that meet the needs of professional photographers without the hassle. In terms of features, Sony's A7 IV doesn't just list capabilities, it delivers them in a way that enhances the overall shooting experience, leaving Nikon in the dust. Ultimately, both Nikon Z6 III and Sony A7 IV represent cutting-edge mirrorless technology in 2024. The Sony A7 IV stands out as the clear superior choice. Nikon Z6 III may boast a list of impressive 4E specs and high-tech features, but when you dig deeper, it falls short in delivering a truly practical and user-friendly experience. For photographers who prioritize reliability, intuitive usability, and a well-balanced design that supports their creative process rather than hindering it. The Sony A7 IV reigns supreme. Sony's A7 IV doesn't just excel in one or two areas, it offers a holistic package that addresses the needs of both professional and enthusiast photographers. Its superior image quality is backed by a higher resolution 33-megapixel sensor, which captures stunningly detailed images with rich colors and excellent dynamic range. Unlike the Nikon Z6 III, which struggles to translate its technical specs into real-world performance, Sony A7 IV delivers consistent results across a variety of shooting conditions. From low light to fast action, this reliability is crucial for photographers who don't have the luxury of second chances when capturing fleeting moments. Beyond image quality, the practical features of the Sony A7 IV set it apart from its competition. Its 4K UHD video recording is more than sufficient for most content creators, offering high-quality footage without the overheating issues that plague the Nikon Z6 III 6K video capabilities. The A7 IV's autofocus system, with its advanced real-time tracking and eye autofocus, outperforms Nikon's, providing photographers with the confidence that their shots will be sharp and in focus, regardless of the subject or shooting scenario. The camera's lighter, more compact design makes it a joy to use over long periods, something that Nikon with its bulkier build cannot match. The Sony A7 IV also excels in terms of usability and ergonomics. Its well-thought-out button layout and refined grip make it comfortable to hold and operate, even during extended shooting sessions. This is a crucial aspect that often gets overlooked in favor of more glamorous features, but it's something that can make or break a photographer's experience with a camera. The A7 IV's intuitive menu system and seamless wireless connectivity further enhance its usability, making it easy to share images, control the camera remotely, and access settings quickly, features that are essential in today's fast-paced photography environment. On the other hand, the Nikon Z6 III, despite its bold claims, feels like it's trying too hard to impress on paper without delivering where it really counts. Its bulkier design, while robust, lacks the finesse and ergonomic consideration that make the Sony A7 IV such a pleasure to use. The Z6 III's autofocus system, though improved from its predecessors, still falls short of Sony's cutting-edge technology, particularly in challenging shooting conditions. Nikon's emphasis on high-resolution video and rapid continuous shooting speeds might appeal to those swayed by flashy specs. But in practice, these features are marred by issues like inconsistent performance and overheating, which can be a deal-breaker for professionals who need reliability above all else. The dual card slots and high-speed data transfer capabilities are useful, but they come across as more of a checkbox feature rather than a seamlessly integrated part of the camera's overall design. In contrast, the Z6 the Sony A7 IV's features work together harmoniously, providing photographers with a tool that enhances their creative potential without getting in the way. The A7 IV is a camera that doesn't just perform well in controlled environments, but excels in the unpredictable real-world situations that photographers often find themselves. Whether it's capturing fast-paced sports, intricate wildlife, or breathtaking landscapes, the Sony A7 IV consistently delivers, making it the go-to choice for serious photographers who demand the best from their equipment. So which camera will be your champion? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below to help other photographers make the right decision. As for everything else, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more content like this on your feed.